Hey guys, welcome to today's Vehicle Visionary. Today I have kind of an unintentional video, and you might wonder, what exactly do you mean by that, Tom? Well, for a little over a week now, I have been driving the 2021 Jaguar F Pace. And I must apologize to my British viewers that I didn't say Jaguar, as a lot of you tell me in the comments that I should be saying. But I think you would be less pleased if I tried to do a British accent, such as if I was to say Jaguar, you might get gobsmacked. Tell me what you'd rather hear. Should I do an entire video trying that accent? Probably not. But let me tell you one thing. Last week, the reason I had the F Pace for a little over a week is because we dealt with a lot of snow and ice here in Northwest Louisiana. In fact, I have a full review that I did on this F Pace last week, and I'll link that down in the description of this particular video. So what happened during that week? How did things go for me? Well, being that this is an all-wheel drive model, it does have a snow, ice, grass mode, grass, gravel, all that good stuff. I had absolutely no trouble. In fact, when I filmed the video, especially for those of you who live here in Northwest Louisiana and had to deal with these very unusual conditions, this was probably the first time we've ever had this much snow. There were structures actually collapsing because we're not used to that kind of weight with all that ice that eventually formed when the snow froze, because we got down in the single digits. Again, something we don't have happen here in Northwest Louisiana. I don't know if that's ever happened before, but I had to drive in all of those conditions. No problems whatsoever. When I shot the first video with the F Pace a week ago, which is a week ago today, I'm shooting this on a Monday. Yes, it's warm enough to wear a t-shirt. That's right. We were in single digits last week. Now it's in the 60s today. Wow, what a difference. But that's how it goes around here sometimes. Maybe not that drastic of a difference. But this F Pace had no trouble, and I basically was making my own tracks. It's a good thing that I was filming in the area of town where I live, because I know where the road is supposed to be, and I didn't wind up running off the road because I didn't know where it was, because you flat out couldn't see it, that's for sure. So if you're looking for a great all-wheel drive vehicle, this is something you might consider. Now, this is the F Pace S, and one thing I got a comment in the last video I did, somebody said that's not a 335 horsepower engine. I'll put the numbers on the screen. They said it was 400 horsepower. I'll show you the Monroney or the window sticker, as some of you might know it, so you can know for sure what those numbers are. But ultimately, this is a great vehicle in all conditions. It has a lot of horsepower. It has that 3-liter turbo and supercharged engine under the hood. It has plenty of horsepower, plenty of get up and go. And what about the changes for 2021? Yeah, you've got the exterior changes with the headlights, with the way the blinkers are set up now, that whole design, the taillights are different, the grille has changed. You've got a different place where the hood actually meets the front end, basically. Instead of being a few inches above the grille, now it's basically right above the grille to give it a little bit of a cleaner look. But the biggest change comes with the Pivi Pro center screen, that infotainment system that debuted in 2020 with the Land Rover Defender is now here in the F Pace. It's much more responsive, it's much quicker. It has 2 modems that allow it to quickly update without you even knowing that it's doing it. It doesn't slow anything down, and it doesn't take over the screen where you can't do whatever you may need to do. One of my favorite features, the 360-degree view camera, gives you a very clear view of what's going on around the vehicle if you need to see that from a multitude of angles, especially when you're in tight quarters and you need to make sure you're not going to hit anything. Of course, it has all of the typical bells and whistles with safety features and all that good stuff. And like I said, if you want to know more, watch my video from last week. But overall, I must say, I was impressed with how the F Pace drove. And here's one little quick thing for you. Not just did it drive great in the snow and ice, here's what the interior looks like at night. And I didn't get a picture of the projection off of the side view mirrors that gives the logo on the ground, but that is there. and a lot of the same features that we had in 2020 and years previous, but a lot of great improvements, I must say. For my friends living here in Northwest Louisiana, in Texas, in Mississippi, wherever you may live, where we're not used to all that snow and ice, if you're looking for a solid all-wheel drive vehicle that is going to get you around safely, this is something you really should consider. So I got to give a special shout out to DJ here at Jaguar of Shreveport for loaning me this model for the entire week. It was a lot of fun to drive, and it was nice to just feel confident in driving because I felt planted on the road, never had any problems whatsoever other than with the drivers who thought they could handle this out there. That's what kept me off the road as much as I stayed off. I could have driven more than I did, not only trying to keep the miles off of this brand new model, but also trying to stay safe because there are people out there, even when you're a safe driver in the right vehicle, they're in the opposite position. I hope everybody stayed safe during Snowvid 21 in the South here. Hopefully we never deal with anything like that again, guys. I hope everything is going well for you. Thanks for taking the time to watch and allowing me to give you a vision for your next vehicle. Thanks for your time, guys. I'll see you next time.